So this time last year, I posted a video of my October sketchbook. I think this is my favourite page. And I mentioned it in a previous video just recently, that I was doing it again. This year I decided not to use a moleskin. Looks like a moleskin, but it's not. It's a kind of cheaper version. It's called Art Creation, but it has a lot more pages than a moleskin. Anyway, to begin with, things were going really great. But as the month went by, it's just like... So I didn't get it done. I got about halfway done. So of course, it is a great shame that I didn't make it. But I'm gonna be really cheeky and indulge a sketchbook tour of what I did in the month anyway. I'm gonna flick through the sketchbook, what I got done this month. I feel a bit guilty about not finishing it, but not really. Just a very, very awkward position to do this in. But anyway, I'm gonna try. I'm not sure exactly how much bigger it is than a moleskin, but let's say like maybe a quarter longer. Anyway, right, so right, October 25. Okay, so here we go. Canio. Yeah, the first page, I wasn't very pleased with it, but it was the Pope touching some Olafur Eliasson exhibit, which was just a big melting block of ice. That's me on the left. I don't have a moustache, but I did. Sometimes when I shave a beard, I'll just have a moustache for an hour or something. That's what that was. And then, what is his name? What's his name again? Deleuze. That was David Lynch sitting working. And this actually, doing a painting of this at the moment, using the same reference. Some more little pencil things. This little framing was a bit of a, I thought it would be a good technique for getting through a lot of pages. Still didn't work. This is just really doodling, no references, just mucking about, not even, just autodidactic, if that's the right phrase. Kind of messed this up, but I just left it like that. Some more. So yeah, I mean, sketchbooks, I really try and make it about different things. Like, I'm not just working in ink, fine liners and ink. I'm doing pencil too. It's like it just being a place for just trying out, mucking about, keeping fresh in all the different ways of thinking about mark making. And I'm also been learning about Chinese, so you'll see little bits of Chinese practice coming in. And a lot of these references are from films, like screenshots from films. I can't remember what. I try to do old obscure films. And that's the Chinese word for cat, which is Mao, of course. Mao. Meow. Mao. Maybe I'm getting the tone wrong, but that's how it is. Like this with a little bit of yellow. Thought that worked quite nicely. And then these distorted references. I think it's from like a Ring camera. And a distressing X-ray. Don't often do charcoal, but maybe I should, because it is quite good fun. It's quick. I just don't like the way I have to sort of, 4 or 5 layers of fixative. I hate the way that they transfer. I was trying to do a lot of these like groups of people. I want to get better at doing groups, Sometimes it's kind of easy enough to do a face, and it's slightly more difficult to get the figure in the face so it's all proportional, but then making that proportional and everyone else is proportional and in perspective. I want to practice that more. And this is a bit of a, more of a doodly page. like a more formal page. So this next few is a kind of series again from films, not that obscure this time, from Jacques Tati's Playtime, which is a really cool, fun film. Good architectural film, that.
Yeah.
I'd love to make a kind of comic book one day. I think that was a kind of, it was going badly, so I did that, and I thought maybe I'll paint over it later. So I might still do that. Again with the groups of people. Made his head too big. Look at like the red bits, red hands in these next few pages. Again, thinking about trying to get perspectives right.
Shit.
Man, trying to just do less as well. Trying to make images with fewer lines. I was pleased with this one. I think I caught something here that it's a nice wee moment, and it's true, that kind of smile, that kind of laugh. Yeah, it felt kind of real. Some more pencil. And then try to do the same thing in pen. I think it's better in pencil. But yeah, and I found this red pen. Well, I didn't find it, I was given this red pen. What a great pen. It's given to me by a student. It was all in Chinese. They're Chinese, this is Chinese. I don't know what it says. But somebody sent me a message saying, oh, this is what it is. So I'll put that here. But it's a great pen. I love the colour. It's like a kind of blood red. It's like drawing with blood. Not that I've ever done that. And that's something my daughter's into. This is this photo of after the Louvre heist, and there was this image going around of these French policemen, and this was apparently the detective. He just looked like such an amazing stereotype of a Parisian art crimes detective, but it turns out he wasn't the detective. He was just some guy walking past. Still pretty funny though. That's my kitchen looking messy. And then I think this is it. I think this is the last thing I did. Again, it's just like random references. And me thinking about architecture, I kind of have this urge to paint architecture. And that's it. That's all I got to. Is that good? It's not that good. I should have done better. But that's where I got to. But tell you what, maybe we'll just do one more here. Try to pick another favourite page. I don't really know. I don't really have any like bang or standout pages. I quite like this drawing from Playtime. We'll end the video with a drawing. Maybe that's a good thing to do. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's what we'll do.
And that is what I did. I've had a lot of requests from people to have more drawing in the sketchbook content on YouTube. It's just very awkward to film. I don't like drawing vertically. I like to draw on the table or on my lap. But maybe this works. This kind of upside down and then I flip it back round. Feels like it's alright. But I'm happy to show more sketchbook stuff. I spend so much time doing sketchbook work, and so it makes sense that I show more of it. I've also had a few people ask about buying prints of some pages from the sketchbook.
That's good.
or even the whole sketchbook in print form.
That's good, kid.
I'm not sure about either of those things. I mean, I want to do prints, but it's kind of difficult for me to do prints at any scale and guarantee the quality. I mean, I could put some time in setting it up, and maybe I will try and do that, but at the moment I'm not really set up to do it. I did have a little idea though, although it's not a print or a whole book. I had a wee idea that if you like what I'm doing and you like these sketchbook and you want to see more of it, of course you can just like and subscribe and that kind of stuff. But if you want to do a wee bit more, I decided to make a downloadable high resolution scan of Sketchbook. If you go to my website, you can see you can buy a high resolution scan, a PDF of the Sketchbook for a kind of nominal price, like basically buying me a coffee. I don't really want to set up Patreons or paywalls or anything like that. So it's just one of these wee things. If you like what's going on here and you want to show a bit of support and get a wee something back, then you can always do that. Effectively buy me a coffee and get a wee PDF of a sketchbook. Link in the description for that. On these two drawings though, so you'll notice I didn't do any pencil underdrawing. That is partly because it's not very good to film because it doesn't show up well on the camera, but also because I just want to be more direct. So sometimes that can result in a bit of anatomical issues, like that second drawing. I think proportions of the face are a wee bit off, but you know, just being direct and trying to get things done quickly is the spirit of this sketchbook, and that's what this was, just a little doodle really. And there it is. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.